Hello, good morning to all. Okay, then now start today's next topic. What is the role of environmental impacts in building material selection? Okay, this is what is the role of environmental impact? Okay, in the building material selection. I wait 1-2 minutes. Only 1 or 2%, only single student present. Why? Gyandev Shahu.
Yes, sir.
Only you are joined. All सब लोग कहाँ हैं सब?
मुझे नहीं पता सर.
Okay. ठीक है. Wait 1 to 2 minutes. Then you start the class. Okay, I start the class. Then you all are joined. They will share. Okay, this topic is the role of environmental impacts. Which type of building material selection? So what is the role of environment during the construction time? Okay, which type of material and how to select the material if your environment is bad and good condition? Okay. Then all is the title is the some introduction impact of building material on human health. Okay, impact of building materials on ecological degradation and the building materials impact on energy consumption. And then result and discussion and the conclusion. So what is the role of environmental impact in the selection of building material? Okay, this is the annually 3 billion metric ton of raw materials are consumed to manufacturing building material and product. Which type of raw material used in the building? Anyone? This is mainly the impact on the environment and human health also. Actually, currently I use it not in the you prefer the green building. Because the green building is the better. But is the green building cost is the high. With the recycling process, the cost is high. Then currently the second class people is not use the green building material. Okay, annually the 3 billion metric ton of raw material are consumed to the manufacturing of building material and products. The building industry is the second largest consumers of raw material, and after the food industry. Okay, so this is the raw material used in the construction of building and the food industry. This is a world consumption category. The shape of countries and also being states to the indicate their relative consumption pattern. So this is the world consumption category. This is the building and associated use. Building and associated use are responsible for a large part of the environmental loads caused by humanity. What is the role of human activity in the environmental impact and the selection of the building material, and which type of impact? Okay, which type of impact of use the green material and normal material? Which type of impact on human health? Currently, the many industries and many companies are use the new material, not use the green material. Green material means wastage. Suppose you are building a demolition building. This is the all many types of wastage generated from this type of activities. Then now you use the again use. Then you again use this type of material. Then it's called a green material. Then this is the very beneficial impact on the environment and human health. Not any type of pollution created. Okay, so this is the part of environmental. This is the load of the caused by the humanity. This is actually this type of genes is available in the human activities. Cannot I use the only the new material, not use the waste material. Waste material use the then is the my building is a weak, but not building is not weak. Building is the eco-friendly building. Your atmosphere is the good. You use the new material. There's the atmosphere. The many types of pollution created. Okay, only 42% of all energy consumption and 40% of all atmospheric emission, and 30% of all raw material used. Only 30% use the raw material. They use decrease the percentage. Then you save the environment. 25% of water uses, 25% of solid waste, and 20% of liquid waste. Okay, so this is the building as users are responsible for large part of environmental load is caused by humanity. This is just showing the percentage. General problems. What is the problems in the during this type of construction work? Which type of problem issues created from the human activities? The first you will see the global environment problem. This type of problem is a globally, not in the national. Not in this type of problem is issue in the only India. It's all in the all over the world. This type of problem issues. Okay, so one part is the building association part. This type of building association part is the 4 types: pollution, resource utilization, over consumption, and over pollution. Okay, this is the part of the building and associated. This type of problem for the global environment problem, not for the only national problem. So through the pollution, the 25% of solid waste and 20% of liquid waste. Then totally the 45% waste is the generated from the solid and liquid. Resource utilization and 20% of water use and 30% of all raw material. Totally the 55% of the you utilize the resource of natural resources. Not use the artificial resource, use the natural. If you disturb the natural resource, then your ecosystem is disbalanced, not the balanced. Okay, you disturb the, suppose you disturb the natural resources. Natural resources means the river water. Okay, and your stone, जो पहाड़ है उसको डे टू डे क्या हो रहा है, हम लोग उसको तोड़ के क्या करते हैं, यूज द एग्रीगेट, कोर्स एग्रीगेट. So you disturb the natural resources, then your ecosystem is disbalanced. Day to day with the pollution increased, not you control the pollution. Okay, day to day you cut the trees, you disturb the natural resource. Okay, the lacking of oxygens. This is many types of problem issues. There is the overconsumption for all energy consumption. Either comes under the overconsumption and the overpollution such that generated from the planning. Your planning is not good. This is the pollution is the pollution is created from the overpopulation. Okay, suppose movement of the rural area person to urban area. Okay, every year's very large population with a day to day move to rural to urban. This the urban planning process is a very bad. To not control this type of population, then you increase the pollution level. Such type of pollution, air, water, land pollution, this all types of pollution is the increased. Now this is the general problem for the globally environmental problem. Then it directly impact of on the environment. So this type of issue generated, then you directly impact on environmental impact. Then after environmental impact, then to the human health. Okay, your ecosystem and atmosphere is good, your health is good. Your ecosystem and atmosphere is disbalanced, your health is the disbalance. Directly human health depend on the atmosphere. Okay, any problem? Anyone? Nothing. वो ये नहीं बोलने वाला है. No problem. Okay. और सब लोग कहाँ है? 6 सेमेस्टर का भी ये हाल है, कोई नहीं ज्वाइन करता है किसी दिन, कभी एक आता है कभी 2 आता है. क्या रीजन क्या है? पढ़ना नहीं चाहता है सब. कोई किसी दिन कोई नहीं आता है, किसी ने 1 आएगा, कोई 2 आएगा, 1 आएगा 2 आएगा, ऐसे होता है क्या क्लास? Okay. Now there's a research aim. What is the research aim? This is to diagnose the environmental impact role of building material through life cycle in order to reduce the environmental problem related with the building materials during the selection process. Which type of you select the material for the safety of environment? So this is current scenario. Not see the which type of use the material. Any type of material used. वो कुछ भी हो, किसी टाइप का मटेरियल रॉ मटेरियल आता है उसको यूज कर लेते हैं. ये नहीं देखते हैं कि दिस इज द बैड, दिस एक्सपायर्ड मटेरियल. नॉट आई यूज्ड. This type of use the material, they directly impact on the environmental and ecosystem. You see, first your raw material supply from the use the installed product use, maintain, repair, and over operational energy, operational water. Okay, demolition, the deconstruction, transport, waste processing, disposal, then raw material transport. These are the process of the building material recycle. This is the role. Product, construction process, use and end of life. Starting from the product, then use the construction process, then use, then the end of life with the construction work. Then now, what is the impact of building material on human health? Which type of impact? You see, air pollution. Air pollution, why? Day to day construct the industries. Agriculture label is the very low. The day-to-day increase the water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution. This is the disbalance, the natural properties, and you disturb the ecosystem, then human health is disturbed. The air pollutants are the airborne solid and liquid particles and gases that can pose risks to the environment and human health. Okay, this is the consider in the air pollution. Then now, this is the activity caused air pollution. Which type of activity is the cause of the air pollution? The production of electricity. This is the cause of air pollution. Operations of equipment used in the manufacture, transport, construction, and maintenance. So this is the activities, this is the causes of the air pollution. And the manufacturing process, mining, crushing of material. So these type of process activities increase the air pollution. Mining, okay, this type of dust, many type of dust is sprayed in the atmosphere. Okay, this type of dust and increase the AQI, air quality index. Okay, then now air pollution can cause which type of disease from the air pollutants? Is cancer. Yeah, mining dust directly you breathe through the directly settle in your lungs. This is the create the cancer. Okay, reproductive effect, birth defect, damage to the immune system. Immunity system, damage to the developmental, damage to the respiratory, neurological problem in human and other species. So this type of pollution, pollutants, yeah, directly damage to your body's part, mainly body's part. Okay, any doubt किसी को? Then now this is smog. You see that this type of smog is seen in Delhi before 2 years before. 2.5 years before, you've seen that Delhi AQI is greater than 500, 400, 500. But due to this time in Delhi, is open the oxygen bar. You go to the oxygen bar and you take the fresh oxygen and take the amount. This is the 700, 500, 600 for the 15 minutes. You take the fresh oxygen, then you out. Okay. So this type of situation created from the air pollutants. Okay, the small type of air pollution resulting with industrial and fuel emission become trapped at ground level and are transformed after reacting with the sunlight. Okay, this is the smog. Activity caused smog. Which type of activity created the smog? The first, transport of material. You see VOC, NOx. Okay, this type of emission create a smog. This emission from industrial facilities and electric utilities, motor vehicle exhaust, gas swelling vapor, and chemical solvent are the smog of the major source of oxidize of nitrogen, NOx, and volatile organic compound. Okay, so this is the reaction NOx plus VOC plus heat and sunlight. They are both equal to ozone. This is the ground level of bad ozone is not emitted directly into the air, but is created by the chemical reaction between NOx and VOC, NOx and VOC in the presence of sunlight. So this is the equipment used in the construction site, equipment used in the maintenance. This type of use the material. Okay, use type of equipments is create the smog. This smog can cause this type of, you see the image, this is the effect on health. Okay, this is the effect on health and how ozone formed. Why smog is harmful? Ozone, the mainly indicated in the smog is one of the most widespread air pollutants are the smog, the most dangerous. Okay, this is a header. Header, how to create a header? And what is the burning eyes? Thought. Okay, shortness of breath, wheezing the coffee, asthma, attack, heart attack. How to heart attack your body? How do you death from the heart attack in 30 to 40 years? Mainly below the 40 years, 30 years person in death from the heart attack. What is the reason? क्या रीजन होगा?
पोल्यूशन और टेंशन.
अभी मेनली 30 से 40 इयर्स के बिलो वाले क्यों हार्ट अटैक से डेथ कर रहे हैं? और कोई रीजन हो सकता है? सिर्फ ओनली पॉल्यूशन? ठीक है, एयर पॉल्यूशन हो रहा है, ज्यादा हो रहा है, वाटर पॉल्यूशन भी हो रहा है. क्या एक वही रीजन है जो कि वो पर्सन डेथ हो रहे हैं बिलो 30-40?
टेंशन, हाइपरटेंशन और
एक टेंशन भी है.
यस सर.
तुम लोगों को टेंशन कुछ है? स्टूडेंट लोगों का क्या टेंशन रहता है? विच टाइप ऑफ टेंशन इन स्टूडेंट?
सर अच्छा नहीं करना है इसलिए यही टेंशन रहता है.
क्या टेंशन रहता है?
सर पढ़ना है, जॉब करना है, यही टेंशन रहता है सर.
वो पढ़ना है, जॉब करना है. ठीक, अगर यही टेंशन रहता तो लोग क्यों डेथ करता बिलो 20 इयर्स ड्यू टू द हार्ट अटैक? बस इतना ही टेंशन से मर जाएगा, हार्ट अटैक कर लेगा.
सर एक तो पॉल्यूशन इफेक्ट करता है इसके कारण भी.
या पॉल्यूशन है मेनली. यू डेली टू ईट द इनऑर्गेनिक फूड या जंक फूड. हम लोग क्या खाते हैं? जंक फूड. तुम लोग क्या खाते हो? जंक फूड. जंक फूड का चाउमीन खा लिए, चिल्ली खा लेते हैं, क्या आइसक्रीम खा लेते हैं. दिस इज द जंक फूड. नॉट रेगुलरली. इट इज कभी कभी हो गया, महीना 2 महीने में पिज्जा बर्गर खा लिए. अगर डेली तुम जंक फूड खाओगे तो दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम. यू डेथ फ्रॉम द हार्ट अटैक. दिस इज डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्ट ऑन द हार्ट. समझ में आया कुछ? एक एक्टर डेथ किया है कल या परसों. दिस इज सिद्धार्थ. सिद्धार्थ क्या? व्हाट इज सिड? कोई डेथ किया है ना?
यस सर.
उसका रीजन क्या है डेथ करने का? ये टेंशन? नॉट. दिस उसका रीजन क्या निकला कि दिस इज द ईट द रेगुलरली द जंक फूड. Junk food, something not and very take the create the body the food sulfate, the protein. वो क्या कर रहा? प्रोटीन ज्यादा मात्रा में ले रहा था. दिस इज द रीजन फॉर द हार्ट अटैक. प्रोटीन भी हमारे बॉडी के लिए अगर ज्यादा मिलता है, दिस इज वेरी हार्मफुल. ये सल्फेट क्या है? सल्फेट जो पतला है, जो भी ह्यूमन, जो भी लोग पतले हैं, अगर सल्फेट खाएं तो तुरंत मोटा हो जाएगा. क्या यही रीजन है ना? तो आई एम ऑल पर्सन से रेगुलरली हीट द सल्फेट फ्रॉम द थ्रू द वेजिटेबल्स. सपोज आज एक कद्दू का तुम देखे हो? कद्दू देखे हो?
यस सर देखा है.
कद्दू खाते हो?
यस सर खाते हैं.
या तुम लोग जब मार्केट से कद्दू खरीदते हो, परचेज करते हो, ठीक है, तो कद्दू क्या शाम में रहता है, एकदम छोटा सा रहता है. दिस इज द 5 to 6 इंच. ठीक है. बट अगर वही सुबह देखते हैं तो 2 feet एंड द थिकनेस इज द 100 mm diameter. Why this reason? The from they inject the sulfate in the pumpkin plant, then you increase the pumpkin size and length, size and shape. This reason is that you eat the directly sulfate in your body through the vegetable. इतना ग्रीन क्यों दिखता है? अगर तुम सब्जी लाओ जो किसान लोग उसको उगाते हैं, ठीक है, उसको खेती करते हैं, वो सब्जी और एक तुम्हारा आर्टिफिशियल जो भी तुम्हारा उसको क्या बोलते हैं, जो सब्जी डायरेक्टली इंजेक्ट किया जाता है वो मुझसे हुआ है, उसका दोनों का डिफरेंट इज वेरी बिग डिफरेंट। जो खुद से इंक्रीज होगा और उसको एक खुद से इंक्रीज करना है ड्यू टू द मेडिसिन। Okay, this type of directly impact on the human body. Okay, like air pollutants and acidification, compound smoke can have negative effect on the health of people and other biotic communities. And ecological toxicity, the toxic materials can be released into ecosystem as by product of manufacturing process, fossil fuel combustion, from the direct environmental application of toxic pesticides. Okay, this is a ecological toxicity. Then what materials pose toxic risk to people? Sulfate, silent cetia, the treated lumber, substances resulting from the manufacturing process, substances resulting from the using process, and disposing of plastic material, metals, metal finishes, solvent, and adhesive. This is the toxic risk. Impact of building material on ecological degradation. This type of impact of building material. Any problem किसी को? Okay. Then now this is the flowing of the ecological degradation resulting from the two ways of the interaction. This is the first one is as the source materials resources and as a sink for emission as byproducts of manufacturing process. But this is the ecological degradation from the building material impact. In the global climate change, how to change the climate from the global warming is the very important. The global warming increased due to the pollution. Okay, this is the global focus when the earth is radiated as heat and is absorbed and trapped by greenhouse effect, reduce heat loss to space, resulting in warmer temperature on earth. This is the global climate change. And the 3/4 of the orthogenic greenhouse gas you see in the this type of graph. Okay, this is the CO2 equation, this type of the numbers of gases production. Greenhouse gas emission are generated from the fossil fuel combustion to the power vehicle and the power generating plants and as a raw material for the production of the synthetic polymers. Stratospheric ozone depletion. Human caused emission of ozone depletion substances such as chlorofluorocarbon used as a propellant in manufacturing and refrigerant, and halons used in the fire suppression system can cause a thinning of the ozone layer. Okay, this is resulting in a more shorter radiation of the earth. This has a number of potentially negative consequences such as impact on plant, agriculture, increase in cancer and cataracts in the people. Okay. Then what is acidification? Anyone can define acidification? What is acidification? Nothing. कोई भी नहीं डिफाइन कर सकता है. One minute, wait. Hello. Okay, this is the acidification. The acidification occurs in surface water and soil as acidifying gases, primarily sulfur and nitrogen compounds, either dissolved in the water or added the soil particles. Okay. Then now this is the industries increase the sulfur dioxide emission and then make the cloud and need precipitation. Then the acid rain harm vegetation and water life. Okay, this is a cloud with sulfuric acid. Okay, then now this acid rain also accelerates weathering of building materials such as granite, limestone, concrete, and metals. It may even cause some stainless steel to stain. This can cause premature removal and replace of some building materials. Okay, and then now this is the eutrophication. Eutrophication is the addition of nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus in soil or water, resulting in the overstimulation of the plant growth. You see in the water, there is the overstimulation plant growth of algae. Okay, still one question. Suppose you BOD increased, which type of impact on the DO? सपोज ये हमारा पानी में अलगी है, तो इससे अलगी से क्या हो रहा है, हमारा बीओडी हमारा इंक्रीज हो रहा है, तो डीओ पे क्या इफेक्ट पड़ेगा? नथिंग, कोई नहीं बोलेगा, कोई है ही नहीं तो कौन बताएगा? This is the eutrophication is the addition of nutrients such as actually BOD increased, DO actually consume this type of algae. Okay, the DO is decreased, not increased. Such as nitrogen and phosphorus in soil or water, resulting in overstimulation of the plant growth. Deforestation, desertification, and soil erosion. This is a table show the change of the area of the forest over the world. Only 36% of the world's primary forests remain as of 2005. The reason is the South of America, Africa, Oceania, Central America, and Caribbean, North of America, Europe, Asia, and the world is the reason. And the area is 1,000 hectare given, and the years 90-5 change in area and change in area percentage. Okay, this is 90. This South America, this data is 890.81 is the hectare area used for the deforestation. This is the impact in the negative. Then now you see in the image this type of deforestation, large scale removal of forests contribute to negative environmental impact such as you see in the image one hand, okay, one hand cut the tree, then which type of impact on your ecosystem and environment? This is the loss of biodiversity, global warming, soil erosion, and desertification. Okay, you day to day cut the one person and one hand cut the one tree, then this type of impact. This is the one person responsibility, one person and one hand, though you daily do 1 to 2 plants. एक अगर तुम्हारे पास काटने का अगर क्षमता ज्यादा है, अगर तुम डे टू डे कट कर रहे हो ट्री को, तो तुम्हारे पास लगाने का भी कैपेसिटी होना चाहिए कि हम अगर एक प्लांट काटे हैं 2 प्लांट कम से कम उसको लगाए. उससे क्या होगा कि योर इन्वायरमेंट इज सेफ. But this type of impact such as loss of biodiversity, global warming, soil erosion, and desertification. Deforestation occurs when forest land is cleared for. You see in the image, after the cutting the tree, then you see the land. There's the crack develop in the land. Agriculture is the zero, mining is zero, new construction and of building material or roads. And when trees are harvested for fuel, lumber of the building materials. Okay. Any doubt? Habitat alteration. The habitat alteration is the primary impact resulting this is the habitat alteration. This is the habitat alteration is the primary impact resulting from mining and harvesting of materials for the manufacturing of building material. Okay, and habitat alteration also can occur is the resulting of air, water, and land released from industrial process that change environmental condition. Okay, this is the habitat alteration. The loss of biodiversity. The global climate change, the destruction of forests and habitats, and air, water, and soil pollution have all contributed to the loss of biodiversity over the past few centuries. And the biodiversity controls the spread of disease, provide the food and drugs from humans, and provide resources for industrial materials such as the fiber, dyes, resin, gums, adhesive rubber, and oils. These are the material resources. This is the loss of the biodiversity. And the water resource depletion. Product manufacturing activity use the water effluent waste that are released into the water bodies, reduce water resources through this pollution. Okay, and in addition to use the impervious surface such as the concrete and sulfate, seriously reduce the groundwater recharge. This is the water resource depletion. And the building material impact on energy consumption. Which type of building material impact on energy consumption? Cement. The other environmental problems. Cement is a directly impact on the energy consumption. The other environmental problem of the building material are the degree of which this material consume energy. The industrial sector is the largest and user of energy, greater even than the transportation sector of building operation. So this is the building material impact on energy consumption. The cement example is cement. You see in the image. Okay. Any doubts, problems, any question?